What's up, everyone? This is Mark from Ring Rants, here to make a quick reaction type video to the end of Raw last night. And as we all know, Raw ends with Daniel Bryan coming out, sharing some personal stories and sharing his condition, and ultimately retiring from wrestling. Obviously, I've made it very clear that I'm a pretty big Daniel Bryan fan and have been since day one. I've talked in multiple previous videos about why I'm such a big fan. You know, the ultimate underdog. He looks like, the common man. An undersized guy that no one thought would ever have the chance to make it big, and he proved all of them wrong. He really connected with fans in that way, because I think as wrestling fans, we're moving away from, looking at wrestlers as superheroes and over-the-top characters. Long gone are the days of Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior. While we appreciate what they did and appreciate those characters and what they meant to wrestling at the time, now we're starting to see a little bit more of a push towards realistic characters. Men and women that look like us, act like us, and stories that mirror our lives. I think Daniel Bryan pretty much signified that. Again, coming up from humble means out in Washington and working his way through the indie scene, having phenomenal matches with guys like AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Low Key. You can go on. He's had so many. And then finally making it into the WWE. And to culminate everything, it's just really sad that he's not going to wrestle anymore because of the connection that he had with the fans, and fans like me who viewed him in such a high regard because of where he came from, because of, he doesn't look like the typical wrestler, and no one put him in that spotlight. He kind of just broke through on his own, and with the help of fans. That's some homegrown support, essentially. But I understand why he's doing it. I hope that there's no Daniel Bryan fans that are bitter about it or that are angry. I mean, he might be angry that he won't be wrestling anymore. He won't see him on Raw or SmackDown or pay-per-views. But, yeah, head injuries are nothing to mess around with. We're learning more and more about it, every year, and it's definitely a dangerous thing. Working on a mental health counseling degree, going for my master's degree, we talk about head trauma and the mental illnesses that come through that, come as a result of that, and you have to take care of yourself. And he even said that he's been having concussions since he was 18, he said, on and off. So he could have had any number of them from, I don't know, maybe even double digits. That's really scary to think about what damage could have already been done to his brain. But, as we see, or as we're aware of, he seems to be pretty well functioning, and doesn't seem to have any mental things going on. But obviously we don't know, in his personal life what's going on. But it's a good thing he's taking care of it, and it just sucks to see that this is a situation where the business kind of claims someone, you know what I mean? Like, the result of all his wrestling, all of his injuries, and him going 110% every match, every night. It's crazy to think about how many concussions he probably had and what those effects will be on him for the rest of his life. And it makes you, he used the word grateful as a fan to see him throughout the years fighting through those difficulties and fighting through those injuries to entertain us and do something that he loves. And I appreciate that, and I know we all do. So, like I said, this was just kind of a quick, or maybe not so quick reaction. I'll definitely miss the guy. He's a big reason why I tuned in for the last 5-6 plus years, even longer. I've been following him in his indie days, in Ring of Honor and elsewhere. He impressed me there. He impressed me in WWE, even with a kind of a less high intense wrestling style. He took to the WWE style really well. It's just, like I said, it's just unfortunate that him going as hard as he does, or as hard as he did for those years, is now caught up to him and probably gave him some kind of issue with his brain or with his head, or who knows. Like he delved into some stuff, but I'm sure that there's more that he's just wants to keep to himself, and that's fine. He doesn't owe anyone any explanation. But let me know your guys' thoughts. You gonna miss Daniel? What'd you think of his retirement, speech? And how they handled it. I thought they handled it great. The video packages throughout the night. Talk about all of his memories. I've rewatched them so many times just throughout the years. Just as a fan, even before this happened. Because they were just so impactful, so great. And you really see how he connected with the crowd. Because I can't remember, maybe since like the Attitude Era, when I heard a crowd just pop for someone like they did for Daniel Bryan. Yeah. So, we wish him the best and just hope that there isn't any, isn't too much severe damage up there that causes something down the line, really bad to happen. Because that would just be terrible. Super sad. Because overall, he's never got to beat him in person. Maybe one day I will. If he ever comes around for something, maybe more writes another book or still hits up conventions or something like that. Overall, seems like a pretty down-to-earth, nice guy. So, you hate seeing this happen to one of those nice guys. So yeah, share your thoughts, guys. Check out our other content. We'll be making a Fastlane prediction video soon, and just be on the lookout for that. We are all over social media, so check out all our platforms there. And I'll see you guys soon.